Good morning, everybody. My name is Brian Diaz, and I teach history here at Shadow Mountain High School. Now, at the beginning of this 2020 year, it's been a little different than what we're used to, and since we can't have our open house in a normal fashion where we all get to see each other and meet each other face to face, I suppose that this digital option is going to have to do. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to give you a very brief run through just of a little bit of my personal history, and then what we're going to be going over and what materials your kids are going to need for our class this year. So I teach two sections of history at this school. One of them is world history and one of them is American history. And so we're going to go through both of those here today. Now, just to give you a little bit of background on me, I was born and raised here in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm a product of the Paradise Valley Unified School District. I graduated in 2005 from Pinnacle High School. And then in 2014, I graduated from Arizona State University and very quickly made my way into the world of teaching, first starting at Explorer Middle School and then eventually coming over to Shadow Mountain High School. Now, when we come back to the classroom, we're going to need a couple extra things because as we start off here in the digital realm, we're going to be starting with just our Chromebooks. All of the other materials are going to be provided digitally through my Google Classroom. So it's very important that not only the kids are dialed into that, but that they're sharing that information with you as well. Now, when we do return to the classroom, we are going to need a 1/2-inch 3-ring binder. This is something that is going to be utilized in class every single day as it's part of our note-taking and keeping our papers organized. But of course, the best thing that everybody can bring to class each day is a good attitude, coming in, being ready to learn, and so far I can definitely say that everybody has been doing just that in this digital realm, which is something that maybe not everybody would have expected, but so far, so good. Now, this year, in world history, we're going to be starting off with the early ancient civilizations. So going through Mesopotamia, ancient Greece, India, Rome, and we're going to be capping off the semester talking about Islam and the Arab Empire. When we come back after the break, we're going to be getting into the more medieval stuff. We're going to get into the Renaissance, and we're going to be pushing our way all the way through history, all the way up to the World Wars, and hopefully we might even be able to get a little bit further into the Cold War. Now, in our American class, we're going to be taking a look, starting off with the American colonies and the American Revolution, which is what we're currently talking about right now, and we are going to talk about Manifest Destiny and spreading across the nation, going through the Civil War, and we're going to cap off the semester with Reconstruction. When we come back, we're going to get more into the modern era. We're going to be talking about industrialism, imperialism, and going all the way through the Cold War as well. So we've got a lot of history to cover in a very short amount of time. Now, as far as technology in class, obviously, right now, we are definitely rocking those Chromebooks pretty good. We need that, and they are required for our day-to-day business. Now, when we come back, I plan on keeping the Chromebook as a very crucial part of what we're going to be doing in class. The other thing to consider, however, is that once we do get back in class, cell phones will not be a part of our curriculum in really any way, shape, or form. Okay, so unfortunately, they tend to be more of a distraction than anything else. Now, what I do have in my class, if a student just can't seem to put it away in a timely fashion, I do have a charging station that they can utilize and put their phone on there so that it kind of stays out of their hands for the time being. This is probably the most important element in my class, and that is accountability for the students, but also communication with me. When it comes down to it, students, you are responsible for your actions, but you're also responsible for your grades. So it is up to you to stay on top of your assignments. Make sure that you're checking Infinite Campus and Google Classroom often. When we get back into the classroom and we actually have physical papers, I do have an assignments bin that is available for you guys to see any work that you missed. But also, now with having moved into the digital realm, I'll more than likely be having a lot of those assignments on our Google Classroom as well, so there should be no excuse to be falling behind. Now, the communication part is probably the most important part to me. With that, I'm available before school from 7 o'clock to 7:30. I am available after school by appointment, and I'm available all the time on my email. When it comes to emailing me, I try to respond within the first 24 hours, but sometimes situations arrive and sometimes it could be between 24 and 48 hours before I have the chance to respond to your email. But I can guarantee you that I will respond, and I will be more than happy to help you out with anything that you could possibly need from me. So feel free to reach out anytime, anywhere, and we will get your situation figured out quickly. So that's the basics, guys. So like I said, I'm available at any point if you have any questions about how things are going to be running this year, and what concerns that you might have about your student, or about the class in general. And I will be more than happy to sit down and discuss those things with you whenever you want. So to that end, I say good luck with the year. I hope distance learning is treating you well. I hope that you all stay safe, stay happy, and have a wonderful day.